response, though. Do we bank they're going to put the Mirana mid? No, right?
They could run a DK
It could,
themselves.
it could be a support, but
It looks like it is Mirana mid now.
All right, yeah, Mirana mid's nice because, you know, roaming Earth Spirit, you need to find someone who could avoid the trouble of early harassment a bit.
He doesn't have disruption at level 1. He opted for the poison, but he is already level 2.
Have it now. Looks like they maybe want to kill off that boar and then go for the disrupt into arrow combo. Arrow coming through. It's a nice connection there. Good surround by pieliedie. Swindles gonna have a very tough time making it out here with the leap coming through. Swindles will be brought down. So first blood to Secret. Ball, you die once or twice, the Tiny gets the move speed advantage, and down you go. Avalanche, toss, will he need the Earth Spirit assist? He will. Boulder Smash coming through, that's a nice connection, good disruption there by pieliedie. Will LD be able to make it out? Jukes through the trees, one more swing. Will bring him down, but Zfreek also low in turn as Limmp, hasted, will try to run away, but Puppey's there to cut him off. They keep on looking for poison spam, but pieliedie doesn't have the stacks required. It looks like Limmp will make it out. Zfreek to deny himself to the neutrals, a nice clean take there in the mid lane, forcing 2 support rotations, and they
guessing the Tiny.
Swindles. He's becoming the punching bag here for Secret. At least that's the goal as they move in. Onto the Beastmaster, leap forward from Arteezy. Has the arrow ready. Lets it fly. It will connect. The level 3 Starfall as well. Tough to juke there. Actually, now the tower likely to drop is Puppey. Taking point on this one. Last hit will go to Arteezy, most likely, as the disruption comes through. They set up with another arrow. Another connection on Handsken, and down he too goes. And the tower as well. So complexity giving a little something extra away to Secret. 3 to Handsken a bit. Swindles has been scouted out. They've used the Moonlight Shadow to get vision on him. Good disruption. Follow up. Starfall will come through, and with the Soul Catcher, it's an easy takedown.
Get their level 6s on their supports and just get more items up and not die as much as...
Oh, Swindles caught out again. The disruption is going to buy time for these TPs that are coming in, though. Arrow will connect, but the turn from Limmp, looking for a bit more with Zfreek joining the fray as well. Will they be able to get the follow-up? Boulder Smash, they do, and then they latch onto Arteezy. They will bring him down. Chessie almost dying. The Slark explodes in the midst of it to the double Starfall. Will end up dying to the Mirana, but Zfreek chasing forward again, has the Boulder Smash ready to go here in just a moment. Is going to try to focus the pieliedie down. Chasing deep on the Shadow Demon. Puppey just kind of ignoring it, farming up the mid lane here. A long toss. Swindles in deep. He whips on the axes on the way in, but drags them back on the way out to secure the kill. Will end up costing them the Beastmaster as Limmp sacrifices him to Secret. Healthy. The backup is coming though now. Shadow Demon going to be the first one in. Quick TP out, LeNVy, nope, not gonna happen. Swindle slams the door on that, gets the roar, the heal bomb comes through. Arrow though, hitting only the boar. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow to try and disengage, but BuLba's here. The front line tanker, he gets off a Ravage, connects on 3. They're gonna bring down the Earth Spirit, looking for a bit more. Swindle's low, great grave there by Handsken to keep him alive, but is he able to turn the battle? Chessie also dropping low to impetus damage as he lays into Arteezy. They've only so far gotten the Enchantress kill. A 2-for-1 thus far, but with Ravage committed, they can look for a bit more. BuLba low, up and down, the watermelon will crack. Complexity hang on, they prevent the Roshan in the odds. Meanwhile, bottom lane, pieliedie finding Handsken, going to work on him. 1,000 net worth Dazzle, just getting bullied by this super rich Shadow Demon with the poison stacks coming out over and over. It looks to pop him, and he will.
Arcane mech, okay, he hasn't actually picked up that much past the mech, surprisingly.
Well.
Oh, wow, yeah. So that's once you guys should start hitting the T3, so the cores are forced to go back.
Although, Chessie moving on in here is going to bring pieliedie very low, disruption cooling down, has no TP, he does get the self-disrupt off, Blink Dagger's going to be ready, is the timing right? Yes sirree, Chessie finding the solo kill, and meanwhile they've also dragged Puppey in a bit too far. Secret feeding away 2 kills. Something Complexity will happily take and use to hang on for now. They'll use the Moonlight Shadow to try and disengage, but Limmp on the chase. Chessie there with the pounce. He actually found him too. Do they have the detection? Zfreek coming in hot. Avalanche is there, and with the chuck, they get the kill. 3 Secret heroes down. Limmp on the double, and all of a sudden, Complexity, right? I think Secret recognizing they're not choking out Complexity the way they were a couple moments ago. They do smoke, then move into a Moonlight Shadow, and they get the blink off. Initiation here onto Limmp. He's going to be gusted, controlled. Zfreek looking to save him. Ain't going to happen. They will lose the Tiny, and now perhaps more. Handsken, will he make it out? Does TP away, and looks like he'll barely survive with the self-grave. Struggling to find what look like easy kills, but in fact are anything but. As Swindles now will get silenced. Handsken's there behind him. He was gusted as well, but they're turning on to pieliedie. They want to bring down the Shadow Demon. It's a pretty big kill, as he's got, well, a couple minutes later, but it's the same move from Secret. Smoking Moonlight Shadow both times down the mid lane and then plunging deep into the enemy jungle. They might get the jump here onto Handsken, moving into position. They also try to isolate Swindles, but Shadow Demon will back off. They settle for the Dazzle kill. Not catastrophic, but this could be 2-hero ravage from BuLba, bringing the Beastmaster into position where Arteezy can try to focus him down. Impetus is streaming in, and Puppey not going to let his opposing captain get out without a fight. The Beastmaster drops as well. Slowly working topside. It's the Slark, but BuLba there to prevent any sort of free push. Where the split push game really amplifies. The Necro 3 comes out. The Aghanims, as you mentioned, already completed. Complexity showing a slight desire to contest this with Swindles in the neighborhood. They have not just fully accepted the tower's death. Never mind that. The tower's dead, but they're hanging around like they want to fight. Maybe looking for a straggler. Swindles kind of creeping in. pieliedie's out a bit far. The rest of the team is there to greet him. He's keeping tabs on if Secret try to back while they leave the Slark in the bottom lane to split push. So he does get a tier 1. Now the disruption into the siege. We've seen a lot more of this lately, whether it's with the Lunas or the Medusas, Terrorblades, or in this case the Drow Ranger. But a great gust. Envy able to lock down Limmp right as he jumps in, and oh my god, that damage already almost down to critical HP. The Blake Ravage comes forth from BuLba, locking Limmp down even through the shallow grave. They will get the kill, and now they look for more, but they've also managed to roll in and focus Envy in this fight. Still the Mirana, healthy for now, chucked up and down, will end up dying, so they lose that double starfall that is a source of much damage for the team, but it doesn't seem to matter. They still find a secondary kill, bringing down the Tiny. It's Puppey cleaning up. Zfreek likely to be next, rolls away, gets the boulder smash back to safety, and Slark tries to join the fray, makes it so far a 2 for 2, but that was with a buyback and a dieback on the Tiny, so effectively a 2 for 3 here. And Secret are still sieging. They've already taken a melee. They will grab the range now as well. A pretty clean siege from them, and then Chessie has the misfortune to walk right into a sentry, trying to make a play for the team, ends up giving another kill. Both cores dying a collective total of 3 times in that battle. Costly for Complexity, and it might just be so costly that Secret look to end the game now. 27 minutes in. We have seen a lot of this Drow Ranger nonsense the past week or so, Ben, and it appears to be just as scary as ever. Secret in their capable hands. They force out a Slark buyback. That's 2 core buybacks. Puppey with the TP out. Even he gigs it home. Just extra salt in the wound here from Secret as they close in on a Game 1 victory. Still on the run. Gonna at least try to get the Tidehunter grab here. Will they be able to? They bring him down. Still though, Zfreek, got to be careful. Mirana leaping forward with the Starfall, as well as the Shivas. Has Arteezy overextended? He's in pretty far. The disruption comes through to help him out. pieliedie there to save the day, but Arteezy locked down. Still too much control, too much kiting for Chessie. He can't get in close. Swindle's left to his own devices. The rest of the team scatters, and he is just going to back away as well. So they are unable to find that kill in the Mirana. Complexity are really pressing here, but the Shadow Demon is quite a nuisance. I think they're going to lose a Rax by then, Ben, if they do wait, but...
You can start the fight right now and just try and hold off.
They may have no choice. Arteezy's the one to start it, though. They get eyes on Limmp. They're going to focus him down. He will be graved from the high ground, but Swindles getting caught out here. Silence after the Ravage. The follow-up comes through. Zfreek not dead yet, but very, very low. Has to turn tail. Has to run away. The disruption preventing a full retreat. Swindles will drop. The rest likely to follow soon, along with the Rex, I should say. Handsken almost gets pierced by those Puppey impetuses, single-handedly mowing down Complexity heroes. This is like shooting fish in a barrel at this point for El Capitan and Secret. 2 lanes of Rex, already focusing tier 4 towers, skipping that bottom lane entirely. They feel the game's in hand, and truth be told, I don't think there are many people at home who would disagree.
That's a pretty cool strategy by Secret. I think like they wanted the armor on like the Dazzle, but Dazzle was actually like very useless this game. Like the Graves helped a little bit, but I like the super varied damage types from Secret. I liked how Puppey ended up getting a lot of farm while still doing a lot of damage early, and I think Limmp performed particularly well on the Tiny. He I think performed much better than I expected in the middle lane, and they showed some signs of life before they contested first Roche, but after that it was all downhill, and Secret's looking pretty decent shape. Well, it's a drought strat though, so
that's what I want to ask as we will bring back Coddle Guy and Fog tier. How much of that was the strat, and how much of that was the play?
Or I think that they could be going against a Huskar Wisp here. What is your best choice to kind of help against what could be potential 2-on-1?
I still think Secret need a way to take objectives. Like, Ursa can take Roche, but they can't really threaten towers at all right now.
So do you get like a tanky DK or something that could withstand a 2-on-1?
I kind of like Wind Ranger.
Pretty bad matchup, though.
They go for the Morphling Shadow Demon combo.
All right.
Huh. The lead as far as CS for the carry.
Oh,
Now
he
looking for
walks right
swindles
into
too. They want the
that.
first blood to add to their repertoire, and they're likely to find it now. Over the top, the waveform combination. They score a kill
They even dropped the sentry.
in this matchup. And they are going to
Bye-bye,
make a move
Swindles.
here. They trying to find swindles. They get the disruption off. Poison coming through. Soul Catcher is there. The waveform not timed right by EnVy though. Won't actually connect, but still the damage is almost enough with the stomp. The poison stacks coming through. The spirit in pursuit. One more poison. Oop, still running. And the long range waveform. One more auto attack. EnVy gets it done. But does he make it out is the question. Chessie on the chase. Looking to get something back out of this. There are stick charges available. EnVy isn't going to bother using them. And Chessie strikes back. So in the end, turns out to be a rather beautiful bait by Swindles. Now hunting for pieliedie. This looks to be a second kill. Slowed down by Zfreek, moving into position. But again, that Elder Titan spirit saving the day. While Huskar ramps up mid, Chessie still chasing, going for the neutral deny. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. So Secret, unfortunate there.
That was very totally played by EnVy. You have no
In
way
the
to stop
neighborhood,
this
and Arteezy moving fast. He doesn't have the mana just yet. Now he gets onto the courier. He goes for one auto attack. Then the dunk comes through. Arteezy will immolate.
How did they get vision there?
I think Hawk, I believe?
Yeah, the
Dragon.
And he's not even low.
But they have the Huskar in position. Limmp moving in, gets the dunk off on pieliedie. They're going to commit a roar for that as well. And they will secure the kill. So while that was happening, unfortunately, Weaver goes down. Port for a core. Secret likely to be happy with that. They still have the Ravage ready as well, and the Stomp onto Zfreek will end up connecting. Now they look to follow it up. Arteezy laying into him, gets off the self-grave. Are they going to commit a Ravage for this? He doesn't want the kill that bad. Lets him go.
The Roche contention, whereas the bottom of T1 does a lot more.
Oh, Puppey's out a bit far. Looks like the Elder Titan will get caught out. They commit the roar for this one.
Immediately they ping out
Follow
a
up, dunk, and dead.
Do you see them? They as soon as they saw Puppey out there, they ping out a road. And I think they actually wanted this to happen.
He's like, I'm
whatever,
gonna go
I don't
die
care.
top, and then we're gonna take Roche.
So that's
And it's already too late.
that was a bait by Secret. Get Vanderburn down. That's probably the best bet.
Here's BuLba, Blink Ravage, and a quick waveform.
They're
Secret
smoked
will
too.
delete
I
the
think
Weaver.
they're smoked as well.
But do they want to fight minus the Weaver? There is no Ravage either. That could allow the Huskar to run rampant in these upcoming
Yep.
engagements. BuLba there.
He's
on
out
low
in
ground.
front.
That watermelon has no fear. He's confidently strutting up and down.
He's parts.
Oh, here comes the roar. Isolating pieliedie. Does get the Necro Book out. Swindle's looking for a quick takedown here, but the lane is pushing against them bottom. So it doesn't look like this will even lead to it.
T2 again. So that's just kind of very inefficient.
Oh, EnVy's going in. Swindles, he's not done the math properly here, and EnVy will punish him for it.
What?
And it's not like it's going to change anytime soon. The more fight's only going to get harder to kill and have more kill potential of his own.
If he messes up somehow, then yeah, but
And Arteezy will debut as Blink. Gets the bash. No. EnVy on the run still. They relocated for this as well. They do have, I think, a dunk available. And they'll let it go. EnVy gets brought down. Complexity able to combine there and find the kill. So it's a Morphling for an IO. They'll take this
fight, but
Complexity on the siege. This is what the doctor ordered. Oh, a very preemptive grave there. Complexity not communicating. Had the time lapse and the grave pop them both. Now Limp's got to play more carefully. They may have to retreat. There is a buyback on this Morphling though. They may not realize it. Sticking around could be costly with the Ravage still available. They'll have to stop and slow the push when it comes to the high ground siege, but Complexity are bringing towers down.
yeah, they're getting a lot of objectives. The T2 top, T2 mid, and
God.
looks like Roche.
Here comes the Shadow Demon army.
This is scary.
That's a lot of Morphlings. And pieliedie is already back mid to assist the team. Stars out, the rest of the team scrambling the retreat. Already the Elder Titan. Oh, it Swindles down in the river on his lonesome, and Secret will punish. So they force them back. They do not retreat. Trotting towards bottom. And trying to get the jump off here. He blinks, he roars, it's onto Puppey, he connects, but BuLba's there in reserve. The disruption immediately comes out. Good positioning for pieliedie. So roar committed. Nothing yet gained as Complexity venture in deeper. Ursa blinking forward. Somebody eats out that Shadow Demon. Nobody's doing it. They'll lose him off the bat, but Limmp goes hard in the back lines. Does manage to bring down the Elder Titan finally. And Chessie isolates pieliedie, lacking the disruption. Just now cooled down, but it's too late. Complexity delete both supports, but while that's happening, EnVy is in the base, just outmaneuvering them. The dunk is shrugged off, and EnVy tries to man fight this Huskar. That ain't gonna happen. He'll have to back away. Quickly straight morphs his way out, but strategically, Secret coming out on top there with a
very good in the Roche pit, but Yep, too much damage. Nice relocate coming out.
And stop a bit too late. The blink in also late from BuLba. He may end up costing himself his life here. He's gone in too far. Limmp is dunking after him. He's going to lock him down, but Huskar getting controlled for now by the Ursa. The ultimate's going to wear off though, and Limmp hasn't died just yet. Envy into the pit as well. He wants to fight. He wants to rumble a bit too. They can't bring down Handsken. He survives the IO. Hanging on. Complexity. By a thread they stand, but well, they are low here on the IO, on the Huskar. They have to back away. They did lose their Beastmaster, so they no MKBs or evasion piercing here as of yet, but they do find Swindles. He's out on his own. He needs some help. The Ravage comes through. It's going to interrupt the dunk by Limmp. Grave committed there. Tries to keep Swindles in fighting shape for the time being, and the Huskar, well, for the time, moves forward onto Arteezy, getting shut down as his ultimate ends. They will bring down the Ursa, has the buyback ready. Nobody pushing right now for Team Secret. They've come home. Handsken almost dead. The stomp is gonna not even be required. Just the spirit alone. Puppey will bring him down. Uses the Ghost Scepter to try to get back towards safety. A volley of auto attacks there from the Weaver. Not enough to find the kill. So it ends up being 2 supports down. Huskar will live, but this is a carry that relies more than others on his supports in most cases.
He has a Satanic
Has the Satanic, has the Aegis. There is a buyback on IO. Could try to bait here and then buyback relocate in and look for a big play. Ravage is down. Complexity feel this is the time to strike. They continue the siege, bringing down the creep wave, moving forward onto the tier 3 tower. Disruption though by Pi slows it down. This Huskar illusion's very tanky. If
They have
nothing else.
such good ways to delay.
The stall is there, and now Envy is split push. He's brought down the Ranger X top. He's working on the melee. Swindles, no way to stop this. Envy just strength morphing up a bit. He's going to wave off to the left into the trees and TP's his way out of there. So he gets a lane of Rax out of this maneuver.
Looks like Complexity are not interested in defending.
Oh, they're committing for this one. Tier 3 gonna drop. What do they go for after that? They've got the Desil on Chessie. The Glyph comes out, but it's right as the tower drops. Meanwhile, bottom lane though, Secret finding the pickoff. Swindles down. Now working on the Ranger X Arteezy. He wants a piece of the melee Complexity. Some heroes starting to come home, but Limmp is being controlled for now. Chessie chipping away. The mid-rack slowly dropping. Limmp not dead just yet. Getting ready to jam perhaps. He's got the dunk. He's not using it. He's focusing on structures, turning back. And he does go to the south side. But still the rack's not dead, and Envy already, he's caved in this bottom lane quite a bit here. They are chasing forward. The Ravage comes through. It's up to Handsken to turn this fight around. Tether comes out, has the relocate available, not opting to use it just yet. He's counting on Limmp to be able to man mode his way through this one. Finally will bring him back. And they'll have to reset here, but again, Secret, they're taking buildings. Even if you get the kills, who really cares? And Handsken now will return, accepts his fate. Insta-bash the Diffusal Blade, quickly removing that Ghost Up. For certainty here is the Radiant Courier will get killed off, but more importantly, they're looking for the hero grabs, and for some reason, it always seems to be Swindles the one who gets spotted out first, but this time, he's able to blink away. They'll drop the Necrobulk. There's the Ravage, though. Ravage number 1 connects on 3. Ravage number 2 also on 3, locking down the Huskar, but not finish him off, and he's going to look for the jump forward. No disruption. Prevents that on the backside. Arteezy gets to work trying to bring down Swindles. Where's Envy? Oh, he's deep. He's on Zfreek. He brings him down. He focuses on the tower. It's all about the buildings here for Team Secret. Artour with his dying breath will get one last swipe of those paws off. They hold the line for now, Complexity, but they had to buy back on the Dazzle here. Secret of all the lanes pushing in their favor aside from that top lane.
I think they should buy back on Ursa because I think that Complexity are going to try and head a Roshan, I think, and they have a Ravage, so this is actually going to be a very difficult fight for them.
They're moving forward here. They want a piece of EternaLEnVy. Handsken does manage to get off the Ghost Scepter as they chase a little bit deeper. Envy into the trees. He's going to play it safe. Oh, or is he?
He was trying to BOT to bottom, I think, because I saw him like face bottom, not base.
Creep may have died there, so instead just replicate out.
But yeah, I think this might be the all-in play.
But he has no BOTs now. Is he going to run home, or is Envy going all in his own right? Complexity says, screw the Roshan. We're going for it. Diving deep onto BuLba. All of a sudden, there's no Ravages available. There's no Morphling at home.
No Ursa.
Does he come back? Envy, he is working on the Mega Creeps, but Limp's committing here to Tier 4 Towers. Secret somehow have found themselves in a very dangerous base race, but they are going to commit for it. Envy, just the melee racks, not a drop, and then they'll have the BOTs ready in a couple of seconds. The Glyph has been committed though, and Limmp is going for structures here. Does Envy come home? Is he coming back? Or is it all in? BuLba sticking around, but he's basically just a big creep at this point. Envy's gonna, or Arteezy rather, is gonna get junked, focused down by Complexity. Creeps are starting to hit on the Tier 4 towers. BuLba getting gunned down from distance. Distanced by Limmp, he too will fall, and finally, Envy comes back, but he comes back lacking a couple of teammates. They will double buyback here on the Tidehunter, on the Ursa. Limmp standing his ground, but he gets stopped, controlled, he's dead. They need that Huskar. They're gonna have to relocate him back into the fight if possible to get back in this game. Chessie now, Limmp just BOTing and charging forward, but while that's happening, they lose him as well. They've lost the Beastmaster, the bug gets squashed. Huskar has bought back, but he's lacking a team to assist. The rest of the team will soon join him, but Envy's managed to find the Mega Creeps. That might be the killing blow.
That was a really nice attempt by Complexity there. They really made Secret sweat. Throne is at like half HP right now. They don't, but that was a very admirable attempt at ending the game. That was...
Well, they're going to commit for this one. They're just diving forward. The dunk on the pieliedie in the mid lane, but Creep pushing top and bottom, and Secret eviscerate the opposition. The Ravages come flying out from BuLba, and Secret will take it 2-0. There's no buybacks left. Swindle's the last man standing. Limp's away, but his true friend Limmp is already dead. They march down mid. They'll end this game. Secret looking solid here.
Very valiant effort
number one
by Complexity.
They didn't get to fight with Huskar. They didn't have lockdown to prevent the Morphling from split pushing. The supports felt very underwhelming as far as their net worth and playmaking potential, and
it was just so hard for them to siege towers. Like they couldn't hit towers as fast as Secret, and I think, like maybe they thought they could match the mobility a little bit with like the Wisp relocate, but they were lacking a lot of items. I think Beastmaster died a few too many times. If he had Roar, maybe they could have contested the Morphling a little bit more. They could have had a little bit more split push presence, but that is EternaLEnVy's game.
Well, Secret, relatively cool, calm, collected after taking care of Complexity.
I don't know. They look a little bit like front, like, wow, we almost lost that game because they were really close to losing.
I feel like they've looked that way a lot lately.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a stranger to them, but it was.
I think it's just part of it's their demeanor a little bit. Like as soon as the draft started, pieliedie was like rubbing his face and stuff. He's like, "Oh my God, they banned Drow. Whatever do we do?" But have no fear, they had an answer. So.